Yeah.
If you're telling me I could just put them in the fridge and automatically eat them, then by God, I'm going to the freezer aisle.
Try that next time.
I will.
So I tricked Robin because I need her to know that there are limits to Uncrustables. I said, they have to go in the freezer, sweetie.
They got to go come in a box.
No, I said
That's
they need to go in the freezer. Now she's going to be having, what have you done? Now she's going to be having them right out of the fridge.
You're like, I even told you before you got here.
All right, welcome back to On the Apps. I'm Julian Breheny, comic in New York City. This is
Robin Richardson, married to Julian Breheny.
And she does other stuff on her own as well. You got to start introducing. You got to believe in yourself.
Sounds like a hostage situation.
This is Robin. She can't legally leave. She's trapped. And we are here with
Slater Harrison, alone.
Alone.
Not married. Here by choice.
Notice how she has an exit available. Robin does not.
Yeah, you're in the middle.
You guys can't see my ankle chain underneath this.
That's true.
She's
got gross ankles. We have to get rid of that table. So this is an podcast.
This is a date.
This is a date. Sorry,
It's
this is a
going
date.
poorly,
This is going very well. We've been looking for a third, and we do it like this.
We saw you from across the table, and I made you come to.
We like your vibe. It's really cool. We like how you travel to Brooklyn for this. This is very nice of you.
Yeah, in the warehouse capital of the city, I feel like.
That's
I was like,
true.
I'm going to get murdered. Like, this is,
Yeah.
I'm going to die here.
Yeah, I'm impressed you avoided the first murderer we sent when you walked in.
Yeah, that was a test.
That was a test.
Okay, on the first floor. He's like, where are you going? I'm like, I know this one. I'll get to the second level soon.
Classic bridge troll mechanic. We're a big fan of it. Okay, so we looked at when you sent the things over, you don't use dating apps, but you downloaded the League once while drunk.
Yes, I did. That was a weird choice because I feel like that's
It's like the douchiest one.
Yeah, right?
It's like the LinkedIn of dating apps.
The ads are like, you sick of fucking fours? I swear to God. Every ad I see is something like, want to meet someone on your level?
Yeah.
It's just like,
they're like entrepreneur, wannabe,
The biggest
maybe meet
catfish
one.
I ever went on a date with was from the League.
Really?
And I was like, never again.
that's the
This is
story with
garbage.
the sweatpants?
Yeah, the sweatpants guy.
Wow, you clocked that so quick?
Yeah, well, he
must have
cried,
really
so
sucked.
it's like the...
By the way, the guy in the story cried. I didn't cry. That made it seem like
I was like, hang on.
I'm real sad about the sweatpants story and I won't have it.
We're gonna tie your other ankle
He had
here.
shirtless pictures and he had abs, like he was showcasing his abs in the pictures, and I showed up and the pictures are like 15 years old.
Dude.
He's wearing like dirty sweats.
What?
He had just had a baby. Or like somebody else had just had a baby, and he's like, oh yeah, well I put on a lot of weight after the baby. I was like, I don't think that's how that works.
Wow.
You're dumb. You suck.
He was older, not funny.
Not
and
funny.
Lost
And
all
after
of it.
6 months, Robin got out of that relationship.
He was like easily 40 pounds heavier than his pictures. I'm like, don't put ab pictures. I'm here for the abs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's
That's
such a
false
blatant-
advertising.
Yeah.
I don't like that. They should be vetted.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. The League, do your job. The League.
yeah. Meanwhile, I'm hammered. Like, get me on this bitch. Like, come on down.
It's also one of those ones that, at least when I signed up, it had a wait list, and I just find that so pretentious.
Dude, it had it for me too, but I was like, I got in the next day, no problem. I was like, standards are low.
Real big weight. Like, actually, forget about it. Come on.
Yeah, they're like
we got
minor
no girls
league.
in there.
This is not
Minor league app.
you're fine. Bad, dude. Yeah, but I had it probably for a week and then I deleted it.
You're like, this
it was just
sucks.
more of an ego boost. And I
Yeah.
was like, that's it.
Yeah, it's really fun when girls use it for that.
Yeah.
When girls like, oh, you liked it? I was feeling terrible about myself. Anyway, I'm gonna goodbye forever.
How do you date then? You do, like,
You know, I just the old natural way. I just go out in the world. I get in the wild. You know, you have an actual accent. So sorry.
No, that's fine.
Well, you know, you just go down on it. Yeah. Terrible. Cheers, No, I'm gonna stop right there.
It's so compelling. I like it. Cheers, governor is good. I don't know if we say that as much, but we should bring
I
it
know. Well, the British and the Australian accents, I feel like are the same, but I know they're not. Don't look at me like that.
back. It's okay.
Well, yeah. So this is what I do. I go out. You know, I do accents with random strangers, and that's why I'm single still.
Just like at a bar.
Yeah.
Like-
Yeah. They're like, you gotta get your shit together.
where's the place that you met the most recent person you went on a date with?
Okay. I haven't been on a date I only been on I think 2 actual dates in my entire adulthood.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I was in a 10-year relationship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That makes
So
sense.
I my whole 20s I didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
And then so it's been 3 almost. No. 2 years since then. So like in those 2 years, I went on one date, and what was the question?
Well, so you do one date a year, which is frankly too many for a young woman.
Yeah, I like to spread it out, really get to know
very
him,
slutty.
you know, lay it all out on the table, and then never see him again. Yeah, that's basically it though. I don't go on dates. I feel like it's outdated.
Where did you meet?
Are dates outdated?
What do you?
Oh, interesting.
Okay. So what's the alternative? Just hooking up?
Take. Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like, well, if someone was like, you know, do you want to go to dinner or something? Is that what people do? They eat food in
I
public?
don't think so. I don't like a first date. I think dinner is like
Drinks?
Drinks,
I'm
yeah.
like, we already did that when we met because I'm out in the wild.
Oh,
And,
so you're
so
at,
you're meeting
okay.
people at bars.
yeah.
That would be where you would.
Yeah, which is, you know, saying it out loud, probably not the best way
No,
to meet
I
people.
think that's a great way to meet people because you're meeting.
Yeah.
It means that they are in an area that you also frequent. So you're not going to end up with
True.
somebody. You're not going to match with somebody who lives like across town.
Yeah, okay. That's a good. I
I
like
think
that
that's-
you're making myself feel better.
Oh,
That's good.
You're
Yeah.
assuming that Slater isn't just going to bars miles
Yeah, I'm
away.
like, maybe I'm the bad guy. You don't know.
They're
I'm
like,
just roofing people.
Like in Staten
I
Island.
take 'em
just
home.
like, why don't you live in my neighborhood?
yeah, why do you
What's your address?
just love fucking cops in Staten Island? That's just what it.
Yeah, they're like, watch out for this girl. My face is everywhere. I just gotta burrow hop. It's not good.
It would be so impressive to get a go back via ferry. If you
Oh
hook up to go
God.
like, hey, come back to my place. It's super chill. It's free.
Dude, yeah, right? I don't, yeah, how do you go across, like, waters? You just, like,
No.
travel with them?
Yeah,
That
seems
yeah.
dangerous.
Well, because of the implication.
Yeah. Then dump the body in the bayou.
Exactly.
And then you never have to go on a second date. That's actually, I'm gonna start that. That's a great idea.
Start going to Staten Island.
Yeah.
Start doing murders
The
in Staten Island.
Island ferry killer.
You should. It'd be very fun to try and pick up on the ferry because there's a
Yeah.
little bar there, right?
Oh yeah, and you can't. Well, on the ferry.
On the
there
Staten
not?
Island ferry? I don't know.
There's certainly a little place you can buy food or something. Is there not? Am I
I
crazy?
don't think so.
Yeah, no, not on like the ferries
free
that are
ferry,
like
yeah.
I only took it once to get vaccinated. I haven't been back.
Wait, you went to Staten Island to get back?
This is back when you couldn't get a vaccination anywhere. And Staten Island was giving them away. I don't know who did it. It was
Some
under a bridge.
sketchy guy in an
It was
alley.
it was a CVS car park. And I'm kidding. Anyway, that's not important. Okay.
Yeah. Now
I don't
we're
want my
getting into
listeners.
your health.
I don't want my
history.
listeners to know that I'm vaccinated. Okay. Big
Yeah.
MAGA following.
Yeah, it's all right side.
What made you get off of the league? Like, what did you?
So I got drunk again,
and then you're just
and
like,
I
"Fuck
reversed it. No, actually, yeah, the week that I was on it, I think it just wasn't doing anything for me.
Yeah.
It was just like the quick ego boost where I was like waiting for a coffee, you know,
Mhm.
and then
You're
I was
like,
like,
"Ooh, nice,
cool.
nice."
And then I started getting weirded out that like I would see people out that I saw on the app
Yeah.
that I didn't match, and I'm like, oh,
That
like
is.
what if they
Have you
see
done? I've
me?
never done. My memory is bad. I'm sure it's happened, but I've never remembered that.
What like
Like you see someone, you don't match with them, and then you remembered their face and you saw them out.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you dream and there's like people in your dream. They're like you saw them on the street and you're subconscious, and then they're in your dream now because you can't make up a face. I guess your brain it can't.
I mean, it's a good memory
It's a
you
weird
have.
fact that I might be making up, but
I've heard that, but you're saying I had this idea that you're like Sherlock Holmes with just people on dating apps. You're like, hey, I didn't match with you, but I remember you.
I swipe left on you, but you look better in real life. You got it. You go. I believe.
Remember me, the girl who didn't want you?
Yeah. I'm like so sorry. Denied.
I don't think I've ever. Because you. How would you? So the fear is that you would not match with somebody, and then you would see them in the wild.
Like see them out. Yeah,
That's
because
like the
my
reverse of the regular fear, which is that you would see somebody on the app that you know and be like, oh my god, ew.
yeah. I don't want to give
Like
a
a
fuck about
coworker
that.
or something.
I'd be like, we're all on this. What are we hiding
I
from?
don't know. There is something like very about seeing a coworker's like dating profile where they're
Well, it'd
like,
be weird if they
I'll get
liked
coffee.
you. Yeah. I'd be like, all right, I'm working remote forever.
Ever.
now.
Yeah,
I'm never
forever.
going in the office.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
I quit.
You see comics on there sometimes. That's funny.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Are they lying about their height? Do they have a stand-up pic in the
Well,
photo option? Because
in
that's
my
gotta
case,
go.
in my case,
That's-
I'm seeing girls, so they're not lying about their height. But
yeah. But we don't have the weight showing on there. That'd be crazy,
That would be crazy.
right?
that's what every
like,
guy
oh,
said.
it fluctuates.
Every
Depends
guy,
on the day.
yeah.
every guy, that's like the classic angry incel thing. Is like, why didn't you put your weight on there?
Oh, really?
Whenever like women say, "What's your height?" They're like, "What's your weight, fatty?" I'm like, "All right, let's just calm down."
Yeah,
everybody.
that's aggressive.
Calm down.
Also, you can see like the height you can't tell. That's why you need to have it in there. But you can.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like, is that as vulnerable for like guys? Like, is
I think
that
for some
the
guys.
same level? They're like they would feel the same way. You know
I think
what I mean?
the feelings grow as the stature diminishes.
Because they can't grow any taller.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
that
they
makes
just grow
sense. They're
angrier.
just
But it would be crazy if you had to update it because your weight does fluctuate.
Yeah, exactly. And then you get an alert, and it's like, she
122
lost
today.
10 pounds. You're like, all right, we're
Yeah,
back.
it's like stop trading. It's like, can you can you sell this one when it gets to 110, please?
It gets to winter, and everyone's just going up. Summer, everyone's dropping weight. Everyone's on Ozempic, and everyone's just fucking. I think, you know what? There's something there. They're
There
gonna
would
make
be.
an app just for that.
There are apps. Which is the one that's
Ozempic fucking?
Yeah. Remember me 3 months ago when I was too fat for you? Look at me now. Ozempic.
you have your prompt that says open to doing Ozempic.
Yeah.
Yes. No, that is
Not afraid of needles. That'd be crazy. I don't even get that whole thing. I was just talking to someone recently about it. I was like, they were like on it for 3 weeks, and I was like, what is it doing, and where do you put it?
It's making you not want to eat. It's making you feel
Is that
so
what it's
sick
just
to
suppressing your
stomach
appetite?
that-
Can't we
yeah.
just get old-fashioned depressed again, like, and starve ourselves that way?
But that only works for people who don't feel hungry when they're depressed, I guess.
Okay.
But
Some people
I
do
think
the
it goes.
opposite.
It's like really. Yeah. It's like yeah. But it makes you. Because I'm on a version of a semi-glutide that's not Ozempic, and it's actually not a semi-glutide, but it's.
I don't even know what that is.
Do you know what a glutide is? This
No,
is just
I don't know.
semi.
I was like, are
this
we
is
gluten-free? What are we talking about?
I don't know what a glutide is, and this is news to me.
So I have diabetes in my family, and my last blood test, or 2 blood tests ago, I was like close to pre-diabetic, and my endocrinologist was like, "We're gonna put you on metformin, and it's not a semi-glutide, but she's like, you'll probably lose some weight on it." And she's like, it's like Ozempic. And it just made me feel so ungodly sick.
Shit, really?
Yeah.
Like nauseous and stuff?
Nauseous. So you just don't eat
Damn.
because you're nauseated.
Oh my god. So everyone's just basically like
Yeah.
bulimic by non-choice of
By-
the
yeah.
symptoms of these things. I forget that all that stuff is for like diabetics things. Like it's a whole insulin thing.
It's like,
But not anymore. We don't let them have it anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And then
They
everyone
can't
just got
afford it.
over
They
that.
can't afford
Like it was such
Yeah.
a thing, and now everyone's like, "Yeah, you should be doing it." I'm like, "You guys are all fucked."
It's funny how much we normalize stuff because like it's an
Yeah.
injection.
I think it's for weight loss. It's a lot that people or doctors consider it to be like a vape. They're like, if your weight is really harming your health, then it's better than nothing.
Yeah.
But if it's not, then we don't really know how bad it is.
Yeah,
we have no idea.
That's the thing. Freaking, there's like reports coming out that people are going blind from it.
We have a friend who I guess it causes heartburn, and she had heartburn so bad she was hospitalized. And like,
Yo, just wait till like 2030. We're gonna have all the stories from any like kind of like what happened then. Where are they now?
Maybe we'll get lucky and vapes counteract it. Okay, so like, thank God he was vaping through his youth. Okay, otherwise he could have been in real trouble. We really
Oh
got
my
lucky.
god, that would be great.
Everyone get a vape immediately.
Yeah, thankfully she was chugging whiteclaws and ripping zins. That saved her life. Like,
wait, Zins are like the pouch thingies. I didn't
I'm a
realize
disgusting
that they were.
human. Yeah.
Oh, you do Zins?
Yeah.
Do they taste bad?
No, they taste great. That's the problem. And then I love what they do to me in here too. It's
Which is
great.
like
It's
just-
like just a head buzz. It's like smoking a cigarette
Yeah,
kind of
yeah.
high.
But
Yeah.
you were in Alaska, right? Actually, do people have chewy and then spit?
Like there were literally girls who dipped when I was in high school. Like
packing
yeah,
actual
actual-
major league
spitting into
baseball
cups.
lips.
Yeah.
But this is the same effect, right? If it's done in a way it's a little
but
nicer
it's
and
not as
classier.
disgusting.
Yeah, it's like cute. It's
It
cute.
doesn't stain
It's a
your
cute way to
teeth,
do it.
right?
Yeah, but I'm sure something's gonna come out with that, and then
Oh,
I'm
it'll
gonna
give
be
you
like,
mouth
"Fuck,
cancer.
your
Like, we already know
jaw's
what that does.
gone."
We can't have any fun.
Yeah, we can't.
We know what
You gotta
that
be
one does.
fat, and you can't have any addictions.
Well,
So
that's
fucked.
got to be, I think, a better appetite suppressant than
Yeah, it is.
than Ozempic, because it doesn't make you
I'm
feel
actually
sick.
here to talk about it.
The doctor's like, you got some options here.
Actually, like a
So,
Zins dealer.
so for our suggestions for weight loss are Ozempic, depression, and cigarettes.
And Zin. No, Zin, come on.
Yeah, I just become a
is
Zen
2025.
influencer. I'm like, look, guys, just pack it right here. It's super cute, lightweight. You can put it in
Do
any
you
bag.
have to spit?
No.
Okay.
If it was that, I wouldn't, because
Yeah.
that would just be really gross and why.
When I didn't know what dipping was, it doesn't happen in Australia, and I didn't exchange in Canada.
It doesn't happen.
No, because we're sophisticated people. Okay.
Yeah, you guys are, but y'all come over here, so.
Yeah,
Like
that's right.
earthquakes,
And we're not
doesn't
sophisticated.
happen.
I don't know what we do instead. Meth, mostly. In the country towns, at least. But no, they'll have, like, someone had an empty water bottle, all these people, and it had, like, liquid, and I was
Yeah,
like,
disgusting.
what's going on here? And
yellowish
every now and then,
liquid.
and I was like, what? Why? They're like, yeah, I'm just dipping. And I was like, okay.
You're like, what does that mean? Do you have a spitting issue? You have like overproduction of saliva? You ever fucking pick up one of those and accidentally drink it?
Yeah, as a
Yep,
kid. It's
yep.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
So
Yeah, not on purpose.
Just, yeah, you're an idiot kid.
Yeah, but-
You
yeah,
hate
but-
myself.
but I
It's
saw
like,
you
oh,
go-
juice, I'm gonna steal the juice. Oh, I'm not allowed to have juice. Sugar
Yeah.
water.
Yo.
I also have drank many Cokes that my mom has ashed cigarettes into, so.
Oh, yep. Never had a piss bottle though, so at least we're good on that, right? Okay.
Hell yeah.
It's like,
Never drank piss.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah.
No, no.
You're like golden showers, anybody?
So if
Not
you keep-
knowingly.
If you're keeping track with the health recommendations from the Julian Robin Slater podcast, it involves drinking piss, ashed up Coke.
Not drinking piss. Julian.
Sorry, my apologies. You shouldn't drink piss.
Yeah, but if you ever want to lose weight, don't go to the gym. There are many other options, is the point.
It is funny. We're like, do you want to do some work? It's like, no, give me this needle. Give me something a little
Yeah,
different.
that's like fucking, everyone wants a shortcut to everything. It's so
I
annoying.
think some people I feel like definitely need it. There's definitely some people I'm like, come on,
Yeah.
you didn't need that one.
Yeah, dude, right? I don't get it. I don't know. What happened to just eating healthy, going to the gym, figuring it out? I mean, I don't do
too
that.
hard.
I know it, but yeah, I try.
Yeah, actually, what do we say, Robin? You haven't.
Yeah, no, I'm a dirtbag. I've earned my pre-diabetes as genetic as it is. R.I.P. Grandma. I also don't do anything for myself.
When we go to the supermarket, I have like a meal prep which is very lame. It's like chicken and vegetables, and then Robin will be like a kid as we're shopping, and she's like, and what are some of the? She's like, give me the TGI Friday appetizers that are frozen in there. Give me.
Oh, yeah,
Give me
yeah.
the potato skins. Give me
Dude,
that.
those are the
Potato skins
fucking
are good.
best.
Yeah.
I DoorDash fucking Applebee's, and I specifically got it from Times Square. Like, that's where I'm at.
To where?
That was like 3 days ago. This shit's recent.
How far do you live? You live in Staten Island, right? Get on the ferry. If I find
I
out you
live
Ubered
on
here,
the ferry.
just quick. I need you to be at this address in exactly 10 minutes. Okay, no earlier, no later.
I'm like, look, I'll meet you at the docks.
Give me my Applebee's.
Please, I need the boneless
What
wings.
is it? So I've heard a lot of these American restaurants, like Applebee's,
Yeah.
and I want to go to one, and Robin refuses. No, we should go to one sometime. What did you get?
Well, we went to the Cheesecake Factory, but yeah,
did.
what did you
Oh, Cheesecake Factory slaps. I
Yeah.
haven't been there in a minute.
get? Their menu is so big.
It's you gotta look at that one before. I'm like kind of opposed to that because I like to like sit there and be in the moment and look at the menu.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You want to be surprised.
People when they get there and then they're like, all right, I'm getting this, and this. I already looked at all the photos and I know what they have. I'm like, unless you have dietary restrictions, I guess I'll let that slide. But I'm like, I want to get there, be surprised, hear the specials. I don't know.
By the time I'm at the restaurant, I'm so hungry. I'm like, we should order immediately.
No,
Yeah.
I'm also a pre-looker, but then the waiter will always come by and be like, we have some specials. And I'm like, oh, here goes my whole night.
Dude, and here goes the most awkward, like, minute fucking one-way conversation to ever exist in human culture. They're like memorizing it. I'm like, I'm not gonna get this. But you're killing it. Wow, you remembered all that? It's so bad.
It's also funny because like they could write it down, you know?
Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah,
just,
they never
or
do.
just put it on the menu. Like, just put it like a little paper. Why do we have to still do it verbatim? That's so weird.
If I was a waiter, I just wouldn't say the specials. I would just be like, I can't be bothered.
They're like, Julian, you know we have to push the salmon. Why are you telling people?
I refuse.
You're like, it's a bad fish, mercury. It's
But-
crazy.
One thing I like about Cheesecake Factory, I think all menus should have photos of the food.
I think that's good. Yes, I agree.
Because you get something when the foods come out, other people, I'm like, oh, I didn't know that looked like that. I would have gotten that.
Yeah, that's true. Because your imagination can go crazy.
What's the look of a food that will make you go like, oh, that will give you order envy?
I had no
like,
idea that's what that looked
yeah,
like.
what's
I'm like,
that,
there's some big mozzarella
like
sticks.
big titties on that.
yeah.
What?
You're like,
Like, oh, I didn't know.
ordering steak? That's what steak is?
What
Are
the
you
hell?
kidding me?
What did I get?
It literally has the weight. That's a 6 ounce? I thought it was going to be smaller. I thought, wow.
You're mocking me. I stand by the fact that certain foods come out different. Okay?
Yeah, no, I get it.
I get
No, I feel like you're making fun. And
I
that's-
am.
No. Yeah.
but
No,
I
yeah.
am definitely.
With your diet. Okay.
No, I don't have any legs to stand on. There's just nothing where I guess there's just I've never had I don't understand like what the. Never mind. I do understand. I'm just I take it all back.
You're in the frozen TGIF.
I've made a
freaking
huge
aisle,
mistake.
So,
Yeah.
Well, I have meatloaf.
I wanna-
Good,
What
there's
does
no
it-
standards.
What
here.
does the Uncrustable look like? If it wasn't on the front of the package, I just wouldn't be able
Do
to
you eat
buy it.
Uncrustables?
Oh yeah,
They're so good.
Yeah, they're fucking awesome.
Okay, so I can't make fun of Robin for that.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
you can,
kid,
but
kid foods are the
it'd be
best.
dumb. Yeah.
Kid foods?
Yeah, they're probably the worst for you, which is
Probably.
very ironic. We're trying to poison from the start. That's cool for us. Go America.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, they're the best because they taste the best.
They're so good.
And they get rid of the crust, which, hence the name. Fucking genius.
I like how it's like pinched around the
Me
edges, so it makes me feel like I'm
too.
eating like a fancy pastry.
Yeah, it's like a little
it's just white
empanada.
So
Like, why does this feel so weird? It's like two foods in one.
It feels so good.
you're saying this is America's addition to like the rich history of European pastries. It's
Yeah.
like the croissant.
Yeah.
This, and you're like, we actually have this really nice one. It's
Yeah, it's
Uncrustable.
called an
Like, let's
Uncrustable.
fill this with a bunch of dyes.
You can't find these anywhere else but America.
Robin will
Yeah,
get
because no one else will fucking sell them because
Mm-hmm.
it's poison.
Probably.
Robin will
I'll
get
eat
high
it.
and then be defrosting it, and then she's just looking at it.
Yeah, because it
Just
takes
like-
30 minutes. They're like, I'm
Just-
defrosting for like 30 minutes. And then I'm like a dog.
You have
like,
a powerful freezer. It takes 30 minutes to defrost.
No, that's like just how it is. Like if
Really?
you buy them, they're sold in the freezer aisle.
Yo, you know what's fucked up? I think I just been putting them in the fridge. They're supposed to be frozen.
They're supposed to be frozen. That is it. I mean, those are the instructions on the packet. But if you're
I
telling
don't
me that
read.
you could just
I
put,
don't- yeah.
if you're telling me I could just put them in the fridge and automatically eat them, then by God,
Yeah.
I'm
No,
going to the
no,
freezer aisle.
Try that
immediately.
next time.
I will.
Like,
I will.
I tricked Robin because I need her to know that there are limits to Uncrustables. I said, they have to go in the freezer, sweetie.
The
they
limit
gotta
is
go
how
in the...
many come in a box.
No, I said
That's the
they
limit
need to go in the
Uncrustable.
freezer. Now she's going to be having... What have you done? Now she's going to be having them right out of the fridge.
You're like, I even told you before you got here. I'm sorry, I blew your cover. I didn't mean it.
Yeah, now I know all about the Uncrustables. They're refrigeratable.
Now you're going to find out there's no law against eating a whole block of cheese by yourself.
There isn't, I know. The
Yeah, there's
lawyer,
not.
I checked.
I support that. I support that fully. I love that.
People
Eating-
don't, that's actually a question on the New York bar exam.
Can you eat a full block of cheese?
Yeah, and you can legally.
Yeah, that is true. Okay.
Imagine if they made that illegal. I wouldn't live here. That would be the last straw
Get
for
me the
me.
hell out of here.
That might be the one thing that
Man.
gets people to finally stop voting for Trump.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, we can't have cheese? No cheese! You kept calling me Cheeto face? Now no one gets cheese.
No cheese.
No cheese for anybody. Bing bang boom.
And a few diehards are like, cheese was ruining America. And this country has
Yeah.
never been about cheese.
Make cheese great again. You
Yeah,
know,
that's-
just,
Cheese,
the
that's
only
a
thing.
French thing.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Yeah.
European.
Cheese sounds pretty gay.
Yeah. If you have cheese, you might be a homosexual.
Just have your milk
And not in a cool
uncheesified.
American
Yeah.
way. We gotta start again?
No, I was just wondering why you have your mic on. It got you up, but
Should I do it like that?
it'll be better.
I didn't know. Oh, sorry.
Just like I didn't look.
I'll redo it.
All right, guys,
Okay.
from the top. Ready?
From the top, okay. No, we can up it later.
We're
But
just like, what are you doing?
Robin?
I thought it was just a stylistic
I
choice,
know, I
and I was
thought-
supporting you.
I thought
I was an ally for that mic.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, sorry. This is what's capturing your voice.
Oh, no.
So this isn't.
It's like, thank God I have great equipment that picks up sound well.
I love the art Rich has put on the table.
Julian asked
Yeah.
Rich to put my mic in the other room.
When I was editing some of the early ones, Robin was holding it and was like, anyway, so how's everyone doing?
Yeah, I like turned.
And I was like going through and bumping up every audio. She's like, I sound really quiet. I was like, I'm going to kill you.
Dude. Well, at least you can bump that up. It's the worst when it's like really like someone's super loud in there. Oof, God, you
Just
can't.
body it.
Yeah, you can't. It's too hot. It's done.
I think it's going to be perfect, okay? But you get one hand of disapproval. Okay,
Yeah.
disapproval.
You just lost hand privileges.
You just lost-
You can only have one now.
Oh, no.
No Uncrustables tonight.
No, tiny hands. Okay, well,
Stop me.
well, now you said you've been on many dates, but we're going to come into some dating history. Do you have any funny dating style stories from the random bar scene?
I'm trying to think of what's one that I could publicly say that would judge me the least. Not really. I think the only time that I actually had a successful going out and met someone at a bar vibe was just like a bartender,
Oh,
So I
really?
was like, you have to stay here. like,
Were you by yourself?
You can't just leave.
You
You
picked
know?
up a bartender?
Yeah.
I feel like that's elite.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I
Well,
don't know
I was
why.
on the league, so really
Was it
crazy
open up?
approval fest. It was insane. Less than 24 hours, no
So
big deal.
was it that night, or you got his number for later?
No, it was that night.
They're just like
Yeah.
the final boss of
Yeah,
the, of
well,
the bar.
I got there. I was like, I got there early. I don't know what time you're supposed to get at a bar. Like, I don't know. I feel like happy hour.
Happy hour,
right?
yeah.
But that was like the crazy part because I was there like 4 or 5, and I was there until
Till closing?
time.
'Cause you were
But
chatting
not.
with the guy.
You're a
Yeah,
problem.
I was just saying. Yeah, he's like, you have an alcoholic
You have
issue.
to leave.
He's like, I'm gonna have to sleep with this girl to get her out of the
Yeah,
bar.
and that's what happened. Yeah, that's exactly.
Oh, but you
what
didn't
happened.
leave together. You just got his number at the very, very
Oh
end
no,
of the
no,
night.
I left.
Oh, you left
yeah,
with him. You left
yeah.
with
Was he
him.
was he ready to
okay,
close
that makes
up?
sense.
Were you like cleaning up?
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
like, I work here now.
You're
And
bar
now I
backing
work
for
there.
him.
I took his job the whole time. I was like, I'm gonna take over your shift.
Just
Do
like
you
an
like it here?
elaborate-
I just
yeah.
go to every bar. How much do you like your job?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
what
this
are- what are
this
the
was
tips
how
like
the problem
here?
you are. You were by. Did you go there by yourself initially?
Yeah. Cause so I go to a bar to like write, and
Yeah.
then like I'll have a beer, and I'm like, oh, I'm that cool like artsy chick, and
Yeah.
people are gonna come over to me now.
You got, like, a
And meanwhile, I
moleskin,
just
like-
have AirPods in, and it's just like, you're a good person. You're a good person.
It is funny when you write in public and it's like I'm artsy and it's comedy, so you're like dick,
Yeah.
poop.
They come over, they're like, oh, are you drawing? Yeah, it's just like balls. You're like, why? I don't know why.
You're like, is this funny? Balls.
Yeah. They're like, what is this for? You're like, my life. This is my therapy, actually. Terrible.
When you write jokes, it's not like you're like writing them in full sentences. Because like I've picked up his joke book before, and it literally is just like words. And I'm like, if somebody found this, they would think you were a serial killer.
Oh, yeah,
It's a set list. My latest set list was I'm
like
gonna
killer
kill
cat.
Robin.
Like
Here are the
cat
50
killer.
ways how.
he has a joke called cat killer. Like it's like if somebody picked up his
It's
thing,
not what
it
you
just
think.
says like cat killer. It's,
Well,
It's about cat.
it's like yeah.
The
it's-
fact that you put those things on the pause, I think you are doing some cat experiments, and I'm just happy they have 9 lives because
Yeah,
they're probably
that's
going to have to
true.
use a few.
not
Yeah,
ours.
That's, yeah.
Not anymore, at
down to
least.
one.
Yeah.
Cat killer, I'm dying. So you just open up a diary of a schizophrenic. That's basically what it
Well,
looks like.
I left my not that I needed it, but I left. It was a set list book, and I left it
Yeah.
at a bar, and I called because I keep them all for sentimental value. And I was like, "Do you have it?" He's like, "Yeah, I found it. Is this it?" And I hear him rustling papers. I'm like, "Don't open it."
Don't read it.
Please
open
God. You should get one that has like the lock on it, you know, like when you're a
Like a
kid.
diary?
Yeah,
Like a little
yeah.
baby
Just
diary
a little
lock.
passcode on there.
But it's also like someone's like, "What is he keeping it?" Like if I'm traveling through the border, they'll be like, it's got a lock. It's got to be important."
Yeah, yeah.
And we're like,
Polly
"Good lord."
pocket lock.
So, like, we know there's the person on here. They have the codes. They have the codes to the nukes, and then they just see yours.
The only one who can open it is his little brother.
It's not even like they're
nosy little brother.
Yeah, they're not even like. Does your brother go through your shit?
No, I'm the youngest. She's making a
Yeah,
jab at
I'm
me being the
making a
youngest.
jab,
'Cause she's
just-
annoyed because statistically youngest and most handsome and coolest.
I'm the youngest. So
quick vote of youngest and best.
We did it.
I'm the oldest, so I'm gonna fart on both of your guys' faces before.
Yeah, I was gonna guess that, but I didn't want to say anything.
Oldest statistically do eat the most poop. That's a fun fact. I read that in a book.
Yeah, I read that too in my diary.
Robin, we've done it. The youngest. We're allowed to go through your stuff, okay?
Yeah, I feel like we do. Yeah, because like you.
That's how you learn.
Yeah.
Let it get filed on. Let me go
That's
through
what
stuff.
not to do.
That's how you learn how to take a beating.
How many older siblings do you have?
I don't know about your household. What?
How many siblings do you have?
I have 2 older sisters.
Okay. Did they fight on you, or was it just a
Do they
Robin
physically
thing?
fight you?
Yeah, the oldest one like chased me around the house with a knife. She was a
Yeah.
fucking psycho.
Well, if
No,
you already
that's-
have the size advantage, don't get a knife as well. That's
yeah,
not fair.
I know, right? I was like, you can't.
You
do
should
that.
have the knife.
Fight smarter,
Yeah.
not harder.
Yeah.
Robin says that because his sister's much stronger than her.
Yeah, it sucks
Really?
because like I have 2 younger siblings that I grew up with, and I laid down the law until I was about 13, and they were 11 and 9, and just outgrew me instantly.
Really?
Yeah, and
like
then
height wise, weight.
height-wise,
how much do they weigh?
weight-wise.
No.
yeah,
And then Robin became a lawyer. So she
yeah,
could
and then
sue
I was
them.
like, oh well, now we're just like we're not fighting like kids. That's childish.
Oh wow! Yo, what do they do? What's their?
Oh, my brother is a mechanic, or like he soups up cars for
Okay,
a living. He has like a
okay.
shop where he
He's
like
exhibit.
puts
Yeah,
trucks.
I literally just thought that was playing
It's
in my head. and I was
basically
like,
that,
"Ooh."
only he does not do paint jobs, but he'll do like crazy stereos and then like lifts and giant
Oh,
tires.
so
and,
actually,
like, yeah,
like,
yeah.
the show-
Does he
like,
ever
he's
put
pimping
terrible
Yeah.
shit into the car that no one needs?
Yeah, like a fish tank.
Like a
and,
fish
I'm always like,
Bowling
someone-
alley.
Yeah, driving off the lawn. Like if they get into an accident, they're like, "God damn it!" Like flat screen. No.
What's crazy is MTV we were like, this is great.
Yeah, but I'm like, who? Like, out
Who
of
would want
At
this.
that point, just live out of the car.
Yeah.
Now it's a house.
We hear you like your mom, so we chained her to the car.
She's
now
now
if you
a
wanna see-
order.
Don't open the trunk on TV. We gotta edit that out. It's gonna get crazy. That's okay. And then what's the other one do?
My sister is like a bird rescuer.
Okay, what? That's an official job?
I don't know that it's necessarily her job.
Okay, so she
I don't
went
know-
above watching birds. She's like,
Yeah,
no.
no. I mean, she'll
will
do that,
rehabilitate
but
them.
yeah, she's like wears a bright yellow vest, and she's out on the highway like picking up geese that were hit by cars
I
and stuff.
thought you were gonna say like that color attracts birds. I'm
Yeah.
like, wow, that's crazy.
You walk around, don't wear
catching them out
yellow.
there.
Don't wear yellow. Oh, God.
Wear yellow and go to the Amazon. You're gonna get fucking attacked. That's crazy. Okay. Wow.
We rescue cats.
Yeah. By the way, you were talking about catfishing earlier. I wanted to make clear that when I met Robin, she had 2 cats. Now we have 5 in our apartment. So,
Oh yeah, yo, your I Spy story shit is so funny. I'm like, all right, let me see Chad. What can I do? Can I get it? Can I get it? I never can get them all. It's
They're
fucking
hard.
crazy.
Yeah, they're always
Do
hiding.
they do that like live action? Like, are they hiding on you guys?
No, they just,
Okay.
Well, the little ones are.
Yeah?
I say
Well,
that, but I
because
mean,
you're fucking putting that shit
Yeah,
on
yeah.
their paws
They're
all
like,
the time. Like, again? Jesus.
man, you need a job.
Yeah, like, get it together.
Go rescue some birds.
Yeah,
We're just chilling.
your sister's actually an upstanding citizen,
She
okay?
is, yeah. I'm just stealing cats off the street.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, would you like 3 cats?
Yeah, are you giving them away?
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
the
yeah.
deal?
3 of them are fosters. So I'm praying. So 2 of them are the little kittens. They're going to an adoption event today. Hopefully somebody will pick them up.
You
From
are so active in this
Bushwick.
community. It's crazy. I'm feeling like shit about
Well,
myself.
we've lived here now for 5 years, and it's the longest I've lived in any one single apartment.
Yeah.
And it was like right around last year that I started feeling like, oh, I live here. Like I know my neighbors, I know their kids, I know
Yeah.
their
So
names.
Robin goes out to lunch and does legal work for our deli guys.
Seriously?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's true.
And they invited her back to Yemen.
Okay, well, I don't know. Don't go there, I don't think. They're like, look, we can't
think
pay
they'll take
you,
good
but
care
we'll
of
take
me.
you to Yemen.
It was a very aggressive request. No.
They could pay me, but I refuse any legal services or any payment for my legal services. Because one, I can't because I work at Legal Aid, so I can't be making money from my side
Can you get
jobs.
sandwiches, or is that not allowed as well?
Yeah, no, they pay me in sandwiches.
Wow, and Yemen trips. That's cool.
Yeah.
Good for you. Whoa. that's
Also,
wild.
like for Ramadan, the owner's wife made me like a feast every day because they would like break their fast, and then she would
I was like, isn't it the opposite?
Yeah,
I was like,
yeah.
Did I get this wrong the whole time?
no, yeah. So they
Okay.
don't eat all day until sundown, and
Yeah.
then they have like a feast.
That's basically what I do.
So they're like
all the time.
yeah, basically.
Islam has actually invented intermittent fasting. That's
Yeah.
we were like, let me do that stuff without all the religion. Let me just do
Yeah,
this.
why can't I just do that year round?
Year round, and they're like, no. Well, the real I was like, oh, I could do that, and then I learned that you can't drink water the whole day, and I was like, oh, I
that's
cannot.
right.
Do
There's
that.
like no intake.
If you're
No
hardcore, you're
intake.
meant to spit as well, right?
No, oh, I don't know about
I
that.
heard,
oh my
someone
god,
say
that's
you're
crazy.
not supposed to be swallowing.
Well, okay. I don't anyway, so.
You're like, those Ramadan people, bunch of quitters.
Well, yeah, I don't know how strict they are. Okay.
But yeah,
That's wild.
wild. Yeah, so I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I couldn't do that. I could not. No water all day long.
No. Yeah, I'm like,
And they're like,
I can't even fathom
they're working
it.
the grill, like they're in like on
Yeah,
a hot grill, like. So,
That's just being,
killing.
yeah, you're being like taunted by the thing that you can't have all day.
All day.
Yeah, no,
All
I'm not
day.
that
Also, I don't
strong.
think they like what we order. You know, they
That's
don't eat
true,
their
yeah.
own food. They're
Yeah.
like, no, we eat good Yemeni food. We don't eat the shit we give
Yeah.
you.
We could Yemeni.
Your order is literally called an abomination. He sent me he's like, oh, will you pick me up a sandwich? He sends me his order. It's the most repulsive thing I've ever seen. It's like a spicy chicken cutlet, like a breaded
By the
spicy
way,
chicken
watch
cutlet.
Slater Love It.
Okay.
Okay.
I was like, this is off to a
Was-
great
yeah,
start.
off to a great
actually.
start. I'm not pesto, olives, bacon.
All right. It's getting weird.
What
It's getting
are-
weird.
Yeah. Oh, banana peppers.
Yes.
There's one pepper jack cheese. And as I was reading it off, I was like, "Oh my god, you're never gonna know this."
I
and
love all of it, besides the olives. But even I would eat around
And
it.
if
I'd
I'm
be
feeling
fine.
really crazy, I'll throw a hash brown in there too.
oh yeah,
Wow, yes, that
a deep
makes
fried
it.
hash brown. And I was telling them this, and they're like, "Oh no, we know his order." And I like forgot the banana peppers. They're like, "Does he want banana peppers?" I was like, "Oh my god, he's out in these streets like
They're like, we know that psychopath.
Yeah.
we have that specially made.
And then
like
they
we're
put on a
known
hazmat
as like the
suit.
Yeah, I'm like,
abomination family."
Julian's back. Let's get in there, Mr. White.
Let's cook. All right. People are on board with the sandwich. You have a
Yeah, I
problem with
guess
it.
I just to me it's
She's
like a hat
"We're
on a
the
hat.
fifth
There's like
percentile."
I feel like you could put like that sandwich. You could just break it into 3 delicious sandwiches, and it doesn't need to be doing all of that.
Yeah, but you could just do it all one and done.
You can.
They're gonna go in the same place. I don't know if you know this.
That's true. What did you order the other day? Chicken cutlet with mozzarella sticks. And
marinara sauce.
Oh my god.
Those 3 things all go together.
That's so good.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying
So
it's the
good.
same
So
as
good.
my thing. It's the same.
No, I think he'll like if he could, he would also put like truffle oil on the sandwich.
Oh, fuck
like,
yeah.
He just like every.
I'm on board.
It's
Let's
like-
get a sandwich after this. Okay.
Like
I'm so hungry
He's
right
like
now.
a child. Like he's just like, oh, I like this and this and this, and it's a deli, so they have all of it. And he was like,
love
just
it.
put it all on one thing. Just put it all on one thing. Put a pizza in it. I want a slice of pepperoni pizza in the sandwich.
She's like, you're a child. Meanwhile, she's just huffing Uncrustables. That's
Yeah,
wild.
I've been known to snort Uncrustables.
Yeah.
Get over it.
Oh my god.
Thank you for picking up on that.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
fairly bullied by this lawyer lady.
Yeah,
for my
well, yeah,
legitimate
she's in
sandwich.
the. I like. You can tell that as you state like all the facts, and then you're like doing the perspective. You're good at your job. You're good at your job. I was almost convinced that the sandwich sucked.
And then Julian came in with the counter arguments. And listen, I can only work with the facts that I'm given, and I'm just gonna stand by my argument that it's insane.
That's fine.
And that they knew it.
Guilty.
Like they knew exactly what it was. Like,
Yeah, we're best friends.
and I was embarrassed.
yeah, we're best friends. They're not bringing me to Yemen, but we are very close.
Oh, he's invited. He's invited.
he?
Yeah.
Oh my
I just
God.
They're
can't
like,
go for my
we're-
green
they're-
card right now.
But yeah, that's true. But he,
Oh,
they were
I
like, we
forgot
got to
about
get him a thobe, and then they were talking about how they'd have never seen a thobe that long. Yeah, we're in the family. It's
Well, everyone
it's
thinks they're
genuinely
down with their
the
deli
best.
guys. Everyone's like, hey, what's up, boss? I'm like, you're not invited to Yemen.
Oh yeah, no. Everyone does that. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, boss, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my, no.
And he'll like
No.
talk, he's like, hey, and he looks at me, he's like, I don't like those guys.
Yeah, exactly. Then they just start talking shit in their language.
By the way, this is how in the community Robin has been too nice. We have these 2 homeless guys in our neighborhood.
We do.
And one of them is very,
Just
very...
2? Wow.
Just 2.
You guys are living
I'm
great.
talking about
I've
our
got
local...
like 10 just
I'm
on my
talking-
stairs.
I'm talking
Yeah.
about between us and the deli.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Which is about half a block.
one of them is super mean, and he's a great. And the other one's very, very nice. We don't get money to
Wow.
either of them, but they do. But no, I'm kidding. We do so nice. But Robin,
I never give them money. No.
You got a sandwich for him.
I'll give them sandwiches. Yeah.
But they
Yeah,
have
that's what
sandwich
I do.
free
I
with
give
the deli.
food. I don't. Yeah.
But
I
one
don't
of
have
them
cash.
freaked out at Robin and was like yelling at her, and then later on had a knife. Didn't he threaten you?
Oh, he didn't. He threatened to punch me. He later on had a knife.
Punch you
but-
with this knife. Oh,
I know,
okay.
yeah.
And then
Different
Ro-
time.
Yeah,
And
it
then
was
I was
like
like,
later.
Robin, stay
He
away
was
from
like
him.
in my face, gonna
It was
punch
probably
me.
my sister. You should take that knife. I wouldn't put it past her.
Jeez. The point is that Robin was like, oh, he's fine.
Well, he was having a bad day.
He was going to punch my wife, okay? And I was like, maybe I don't see him. And check, no, he's okay. I was like, all right, you really love the
No,
community.
but he is like a really nice. He's normally very like smiley and friendly, but he has mental health problems and he has a drug problem. And
Yeah.
and he was having a rough day.
Yeah, I wonder what happened. I wonder what constitutes as a bad day in that kind of
don't-
life.
yeah,
you know
I
what
don't
I mean?
know. I think-
'Cause, like their best day would be my worst, probably.
Probably.
So I'm trying to think what happens to them on that day.
I
You
don't
what
know.
mean?
I think sometimes also like he gets scared. Like
Oh,
other
yeah,
people will
kinda
come
like-
around. Like,
yeah, like a little anxiety induced
Exactly,
freak
yeah.
out.
So I think
Yeah.
that
happens
that's
to
it.
me all the time.
Exactly.
I walk on the street, I'm like, there's just too many people. I fucking hate this place. I'm moving. I
Get me
hate
out
it.
of here.
Hey, what's up? Yeah, like that was hot. What?
It's probably when Jamel comes back.
Yeah, the pushy one, the mean one, is like he does the most insane stuff. Like he'll literally chase white women down the street, and I'm like, Jamel, you have to stop doing that.
Oh, we're first name basis, and you're dropping it. Does he know you're talking about him?
He calls me Linda,
She's
which I
gonna
love.
leave you for this man.
Oh, I was there when they met. It was. I tell you what, it was star-crossed lovers. I could barely stop them. But Robin said,
Like when they met, he was actually not homeless.
Robin,
He
his
was
life.
so crazy in love,
Robin ruined this man's life.
and now he's lost everything. That's why she knows him so well. She's like, look, he had a bad day, okay?
Listen, I'm gonna get
He's
him
usually
home.
not like that.
Don't wait up. No, but Robin goes, I find it so funny. He's like been really bothering and she's like, Robin's like, no, stop. She goes, what's your name, bro? He goes, Jamel. He goes, Jamel, I'm not going to give you any money. You've been really pushy. And the next day we're together. Jamel comes up. Robin goes, Jamel, I'm not going to give you money. He goes, how do you know my name, Linda?
He
That's insane. Oh my god.
I love that Linda is like I guess he's like, oh, you're just like a random white lady and you're gonna call me by name, so I'm gonna call you by name. But we're now to a
Wow.
point where like when he sees me, he just like is like fuck you, just fuck
This
off.
is the nice one or the mean one?
This is the mean one. He
Okay. I was like, okay, if this
Yeah,
is
you
the
don't wanna
nice
know the
one,
mean
I was like, the other guy's gonna fucking straight murder. Damn.
No.
Okay.
He's like so pushy. He has before been like, give me money, and I'll say no, and he'll be like, if you don't do it, I'll just rob you. And I'm like, Jamel, you're not gonna rob me.
You're gonna be
And
disappointed.
stop saying that, because somebody's gonna take you seriously and call the cops. You're
Yeah.
gonna get in
And
trouble.
He disappeared for a year, and he was like, I was in jail.
Yeah.
And then we're like, oh.
I was like, that's
Sorry.
not surprising, considering you literally chase people down the street.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like I would. I don't know. This is gonna sound so ignorant, but I feel like I would probably want to get arrested because I feel like that's a better deal.
It just depends.
You
I mean,
know?
like, it really. I mean, jails suck.
Yeah,
the prisons
but
suck. They're
you
real bad.
The people, you'll get food.
You
will
will
get food.
Not great food.
You want to
don't
get
get
you want to get
money.
arrested in
Not great
Norway.
food.
You want a sandwich that is up to Julian's fucking code?
Yeah.
You don't go to prison for that, okay?
Robin
I'm like, everything's great. Everyone should get incarcerated at least once in their life. It's
once?
crazy.
Actually, I do think everybody should be incarcerated just for one
Just
year
to
of their
see,
life, just so that they
yeah.
can like have some compassion for people who are incarcerated.
Yeah. Maybe not a year though. That's intense.
It is intense. It would suck. It would suck
No,
real
I think
bad.
3 months, get jacked. 3 months, get in there.
And then you get on the airplane with all the other convicts, and when it gets shut down, then you show that you're a good guy. You start working with FBI.
Now you're like doing the plot to like Catch Me If You Can.
That was Con Air.
It's Con Air.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Con Air. Get your Nick Cage movie
Ru- ru-
straight.
ru-
My
first of
God,
all-
Slater.
Damn it.
Slater. I thought.
First
it.
of all, the other Catch Me If You Can is a Leonardo DiCaprio movie, so it's not both Nick Cage movies.
No, yeah. Just.
Also,
you
you're
should
showing,
just
you're
know
showing
all
your
of-
age with
just
this
know
Con Air
all
thing,
your.
Robin.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You're like,
Yeah.
you know what I like?
Yeah,
She's like, Con Air didn't. I wasn't born when Con Air came out.
Con Air to me is a straightener. That's a hair.
true.
That's a hair tool.
Yeah, it's a hair tool. It's a great
Let's
company.
talk about Gone with the Wind for a second. I think that's
It's hot in here.
yeah.
Yeah.
Robin lost her virginity to Gone
I'm
with the Wind.
sweating.
Wait, what?
No, I'm kidding.
That would have been crazy. The book, actually, not even the movie.
Oh my god.
Losing your virginity to a
We didn't
audio
have
book.
film yet.
No, I was reading it out loud.
She can only come now if I say the ending. Of what that
She's
movie
just
is.
out there reading it to Jamel on the street. That's how they first met.
There might be a community project we would probably start soon. Just reading books to
Just
people.
reading-
Add that.
No,
I can see that.
I do have like a dream of starting a kid breakfast program.
A kid breakfast
Or just like a
program?
person.
It's
It
where
doesn't
you
have to be for
take
kids.
breakfast away.
No, you
Yeah.
know,
How do you like them apples?
The Black Panthers used to do that. They would feed the community, and I think we need to start doing
I
that
think you're
again.
confusing an Avenger with what you're describing. I think what he did was fight crime and
No,
defend
yeah, he was in Wakanda, and they would feed all the people breakfast.
Well, they had a perfect utopian society, so we
She's
can't
just
be
passing
that.
out Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. Robin, you gotta stop doing that. The kids love it. They do not.
No, they
You don't,
don't, shit.
you don't get breakfast unless you watch me do Wakanda forever. You gotta watch a half white, half Asian woman do Wakanda forever if you want breakfast.
If you want to eat, you're gonna forget about that, okay?
And there'll
Dude.
probably be a monologue as well.
Give me a fist bump and no food for you.
You want to eat today, Timmy? That's what I thought.
Robin also feeds the street cats every morning and evening.
That's true.
And then soon the
I
kids
feel like
as
you
well.
have like 5 lives.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Well, the other 4 I took.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robin's got a debt owed.
Cat killer. That was not a joke. That was a confession.
She's paying back some crimes before she gets let into heaven.
Yeah, she's like,
true.
look, everyone should be incarcerated for a year like me.
Everyone because incarcerated for a year,
should
not
do
10 years like I
Hard
was,
time.
okay, which was very
Hard
unreasonable.
time.
She's like, anyone can do it.
Oh.
We can start a breakfast program if you want to run it and do everything.
I don't really know how to. There's a lot of that would have to go into that. Like I think if you're giving food away, if you don't want the cops to just throw it away, which they do all the time with the people who give out like meals to homeless people, I think there's loopholes and stuff that you have to go. Like
Is it
you have to
'cause
you have to be able to, you have to make the food in an industrial kitchen, which means you'd have to like rent out a kitchen or. So yeah, I'm ill-equipped for this, but.
Well, I feel like, I mean, you know more about it than I do. I was like, I don't know, you just get in there, do a little fucking throw something in the microwave. Come on, kids, come on down.
Robin's gonna be like, Uncrustables for everybody.
Yeah.
Just frisbeeing Uncrustables.
You can put them in the fridge now. It's crazy. You don't even have to wait.
And then they all die of some illness because that actually wasn't them meant to do it. Slater promised! She said I could.
Check tape. I said if. No.
Like
That's
the
so
Uncrustable killer.
Yeah, actually, that sounds like a Netflix
That's a cool
doc
one.
that's waiting to happen.
I
Yeah.
like that one.
Uncrustable
The
killer.
Uncrustable
She
Killer.
was uncrustable.
It started with a community service project. She was just trying to feed the children after putting them in jail for a year. Different story.
Julian and Robin are the untrustable.
Untrustable.
I think, first of all,
Featuring Nick Cage. Like,
the things I'm learning about you on this podcast. Okay, so my life just moving forward, not only are we going to be feeding all the cats and going to Yemen to do legal work, we're now feeding all the kids in neighborhood. I think it's great.
I think it's great too.
I think it'd be fun.
No one's going hungry on her watch. I trust.
Not if you eat cat food or Uncrustables.
Okay, yeah, wait. She's feeding cat food to the kids now. That's the breakfast program.
Oh no, I've mixed it up.
Aww.
And the cats are like, Uncrustables, fuck yeah!
Then they're going crazy. Now you have 10 cats.
We got dead cats, they can't have Uncrustables. And by the way, there are about 10 cats minimum in this colony, so...
But they're
that is an
all
exaggeration.
fixed now, so there will be no more cats.
Oh.
Yeah,
Fixed is what she says when
2025,
she's-
no new kittens.
Fixed is what she says when she's killed a cat.
Yeah. I figured it out. I fixed the problem.
This cat is no longer broken.
It's like an abortion doctor in the 60s. I'll fix it. Like, all right, sketchy. Same thing. Alleyway. Is that where you find the cats? Where are you getting them?
I mean,
They
it
just
is an
live,
alleyway.
yeah,
Yeah.
or it's not an alley. That's we
It's a
live at
dead-end
the we
street.
live at the end of a dead end
It's
street.
a cul-de-sac.
We live in a
okay?
cul-de-sac, yeah, but not a fancy one. It's the one where all the trash and the cats gather at the end of it.
Oh my god, it's like
yeah.
the Aristocats. Remember that movie? That shit was dope. I feel like yeah. I digress.
This
Jesus
is some
Christ.
hot recent movie recs. Come
Yeah.
back to old movies pod.
Yeah, honestly though, those movies slapped.
I have not seen Aristocats.
Really?
I will check it out.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. I'm surprised you don't own it.
It's our life.
What is it about cats living in the street?
No, it's not right. It's been a long time.
No.
I remember there was one really pretty white cat with a pink bow, and a lot of the cats that live in our colony are white. So
Really?
It is a white only
Run that back!
it's a gentrified colony.
We're taking over, even the cats are white in Bushwick now. It's unbelievable.
It's unbelievable.
Oh my god, dude. That's actually that's not surprising.
They all have a podcast as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
They're just meow meow
They're
meow.
also
meow.
they're all poly. That's the toughest
Yeah.
part.
Oh, that for sure they are. I mean, though now they're not doing anything.
Yeah, look,
I took their sex life away from them.
the one thing they enjoy. I think that might be our time.
We figured out so much. I think we're all running for president. I think we can do it. I think we could go into office,
Not
right?
you, not legally, but
She can run
you
the
for
campaign.
sure.
She can run the shit out of
I
the
can't
campaign.
because I'm
Are
a
you
felon.
kidding?
Yeah, probably.
Why do you think I left Australia?
Yeah,
you
they
were
don't
running
let
from
us-
something.
These
We're all
hands
convicts.
have like realistic like knuckles. This one has like tendons.
Let's just show the camera so we can see.
Yeah, get the veins in there. That's wild.
Oh, look at this one's palm.
Whoa. Yeah, I feel like you can read that. You ever do a palm reading?
Yeah, this guy's gonna live a long time.
Well, like, once he finds the rest of his body, yeah, he could probably do some things.
Okay, we're gonna break down this hand situation afterwards. Thank you.
No, wait,
for joining us.
hold
Where
on.
can people find you, Slate?
Yeah, where can we find you?
Where can you find me? Probably in rehab.
At a bar at 4 p.m.
Yeah. If you're a bartender, let me know. I think all my social media is just at Slater Harrison. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's easy.
And then, yeah, right? And then, or if it's not, it's Slater_Harrison. Or, my Venmo is Slater Tots. If you want to pay me, I'm unemployed. So, yeah.
Slater
this is what
Tots?
I do now.
I like that.
Yeah. That, Slaterade, That's my Pornhub search. That's a different one. Yeah. That's basically it, though. Yeah. Or I'm at Broadway because I'm a fucking slave
Oh.
there. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you interning there at the?
No.
Oh, you're.
No, I'm just, yeah.
You're just You're
I'm
just
so
standing up
excited.
She
there.
has to
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
shepherd Cody around. That's
Oh,
the
that's
rule.
nice.
Yeah, exactly.
Cody's just walking.
Yeah.
No,
I'm like,
Cody.
here's the state. Here it is.
Come on, buddy.
You got it, buddy.
You're gonna be
Come
okay.
on.
You're like a border collie. Like you're just like running circles around.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, what are you even doing here? I'm like, I don't know at this point. It's all
Keeping
in
him
breath.
safe.
Yeah.
Keeping him safe.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll catch you next week.